Today on Eagle Nation News, we have an episode highlighting excellence in our community. First up, Christina Krasnova visits the groundbreaking of Fire Station Number 4. Next, Maddie Kep sees what vet tech is all about. And finally, Bradson Swig uncovers how the boys basketball team has turned their season around. All of this and more on today's edition of Eagle Nation News. Good morning, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us. I'm Isabel Moulter.
And I'm Imogen Perez, bringing you this week's news. The ENN starts right now. Welcome back, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us here again at Studio 301.
Today is Friday, January 17th. The weather today is getting a little warmer, getting up to 63 degrees with a low of 46. There will be some clouds throughout the day and winds up to 37 miles per hour.
But don't get your hopes up because next week it's supposed to drop back down to the 30s.
But these crazy Texas temperatures aren't stopping Prosper's growth. On Wednesday, there was a town event that will shape Prosper for years to come. Christina Krasnova has more.
Right outside of Cockrell Elementary, Prosper finally broke ground on a project, and that is Prosper Fire Station Number 4.
1, 2, 3.
This groundbreaking ceremony brings a new era of public safety to Prosper. This project, in collaboration with the Town Council, the Fire Department, Poe Construction, and BRW Architects, has been in the works as far back as the 2010 bond election.
Everything we do here is we do it with excellence. And this is really going to increase our capabilities and just be a much better service for the residents.
The timing of everything and the financial resources haven't been there. Now the town of Prosper is ready to move forward.
Mayor David Bristol reveals the reason Fire Station 4 will be instrumental to the area.
Our nearest station is on 1st Street and in between Coit and Preston Road. So a vehicle's got to come from that area to this part of the community.
To solve this issue, Fire Station 4 is being constructed on the eastern edge of Prosper Trail. Chief Blassingame and his team expect that now response times in the immediate area will be reduced by 6 to 8 minutes, virtually in half.
Right now, we don't have that capability, which could be the difference of saving someone's home, saving someone's commercial business, or more importantly, saving someone's life.
Fire Station Number 4 is set to open in under 14 months from now, helping bring safety to all town residents. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Christina Krasnova.
Prosper has one more fire station slated, and it'll be, ironically enough, on the far west side of Prosper. It'll start construction in the next couple of years.
You may have also seen new construction near the Prosper Target on Coleman Street, which will include new shops and restaurants.
And speaking of things ever growing, Hollywood never seems to stop. Stay tuned, Town Talk is up next.
PHS senior Aiden Hansen earned first chair tenor 1 in the prestigious All-State Mixed Choir, ranking among the top 5 tenors in Texas. After a 7-month selection process, Aiden will represent PHS in San Antonio this February. Be sure to congratulate him when you see him in the halls. Join the Create for Kids Club for its first meeting. The club works on projects to bring smiles to hospitalized children. If you're interested, the meeting will be in room 2245 after school on Wednesday, January 22nd. Prosper Theater presents Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, running from Thursday, January 23rd to Saturday the 25th. This chilling tale will be performed at the PHS Auditorium. Get your tickets at prospertheater.com.
From new releases to social media controversy, drama in the entertainment industry is never ending.
Elsa Myers in studio with this week's Town Talk. Elsa?
Thanks, Imogen. Timothée Chalamet's newest movie, A Complete Unknown, was released on Christmas Day and has been a hit among viewers. The film follows the story of musician and songwriter Bob Dylan and his early music career. The movie has earned a 79% on Rotten Tomatoes with overall positive reviews, with one critic stating, quote, "A Complete Unknown is more than a film. It's a reminder of when music had the power to change everything." Continuing the good press, during the London premiere, Chalamet rolled onto the red carpet on a Lime bike. This choice definitely turned a lot of heads, and in response he said, quote, "It's ecological," and later on that it was simply to beat traffic. Fans are now comparing the actor to none other than Harry Styles, since he has also been seen on occasion riding a Lime bike. I think this whole situation is a little weird, but I guess some people really care about their favorite celebrities. Now, speaking of new releases, many Marvel fans are celebrating as just this week, Marvel Entertainment's YouTube channel released a trailer for the long-awaited Daredevil Born Again. Take a look.
I will admit, it's not entirely unpleasant seeing you again. lot of time has passed. By the look of it, you've come up in the world.
I could say the same about you.
The mayor serves his city. I can see you're not entirely convinced.
Can you blame me? I can't shake the feeling that you're gaming the system.
Why did you stop being a vigilante?
The line was crossed.
The original show was canceled all the way back in 2018 when Netflix stopped producing it due to Marvel's expensive licensing, so many fans lost any sort of hope that the show would make a return. With the trailer dropped, excitement is high, as well as shock, especially considering that the reboot will feature characters coming back from previous seasons, like Frank Castle, the Punisher, back for the first time since Season 2. Fans cannot wait to see the dynamic duo between him and Daredevil on the screen again. Also spotted in the trailer were more familiar faces like Ben Poindexter, possibly making his return as the villain Bullseye, as well as the main antagonist of the original show, Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin. Fans hope Daredevil Born Again will give them answers about where these characters have been, alongside some great fight scenes. I have not had the chance to watch the original show yet, but I might just have to now. From TV to social media, TikTok is said to be getting banned in 2 days. Currently, the Supreme Court is trying to determine if the ban goes against the First Amendment, as that is the argument the Chinese company ByteDance is trying to use to avoid the ban. As of right now, the only way that the app will not face the ban is if it's sold to someone outside China. But don't go saving all your drafts yet, because several people have made offers. One of the world's best known and richest billionaires, Elon Musk, is rumored to be trying to purchase the app. Also, YouTuber MrBeast semi-jokingly said that he would attempt to buy TikTok, tweeting, quote, "Okay, fine, I'll buy TikTok so it doesn't get banned." It's still uncertain what will happen to the app, but I sure hope that it's able to be saved, mostly because I would miss all my favorites and reposts. How do you guys feel about this back at the desk?
It seems like the ban might be postponed for a couple months, but with everything up in the air, we'll just have to wait till Sunday.
Yeah, but if it does end up getting banned, we know many people will be upset because users have been on the app since like its Musical.ly days.
And with some things shutting down, others are opening. There's a new coffee shop being built near PHS. Landon Byram is at 7 Brew with the update.
Thanks, Isabel. The secret sauce is finally coming to Prosper. I am standing on the corner of Frontier Parkway and Preston Road at 7 Brew Coffee. With construction starting back in November, the coffee stand will have its grand opening next Wednesday, the 22nd. With 7 Brew opening just down the road from its competitor Starbucks, I am curious to see which coffee shop brings the most traffic. Me personally, I am super excited to not have to make the drive all the way to McKinney to get my favorite coffee. What do you guys think back of the desk?
I haven't had the chance to try 7 Brew yet, but I don't think anything can top Starbucks.
It's going to be a lot cheaper though, and may bring Prosper's coffee to a new level. And one teacher here at PHS is taking her teaching to a new level with her star student.
Teachers at PHS are faced with certain curriculum for each class, but Ms. Frank uses her vet tech class to teach her students beyond the curriculum.
It's not always just about animals, it's about learning leadership skills, as long as work-related skills as well that are going to help them. Even if they don't want to go to college, if they just want to go into the workforce, there's always going to be a place for them in an ag class, so I always recommend trying it no matter which path you go.
Ms. Frank works so hard to teach her students about animals, but what gave her the passion?
Animal science is something that I have a huge passion for. I've always had cattle, I've had livestock animals my entire life, and so just getting able to share that with kids and bring it into the classroom has been really, really special.
She's such a great teacher and she just has such a nice flow to her class, and she just makes everything seem a lot more fun, and the class feels less like it's a teacher-student relationship but more like friends, and like she wants me to do better personally.
Teaching classes like this allows Ms. Frank to bring a furry companion along to help.
Dogs make everybody, unless you're allergic, then dogs make everybody happy. I mean, everybody loves a puppy, and she's so playful and so sweet.
Her name is Ladybird. She is a bloodhound puppy. She was actually a surprise gift to my husband, and since I get to bring animals into class, we are going to be using her as like a teaching experience to help kids learn how to deal with puppies.
Ms. Frank and Ladybird are giving students all the animal experience they need to be successful in the future. Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Maddie Kebb.
Course selections are open. You can add any animal science course to your schedule if you're interested in the program.
We see the Vet Tech puppies outside the studio all the time, so what these students are doing is just amazing.
And another group of students doing amazing are our Prosper athletes. Stick around because game time is up next.
It's time to start your morning off right. Get a taste of home with crisp hash browns, specialty pancakes, and more. There's something for people of all ages. Visit Jam and Toast in Frisco today. Family owned, locally loved.
Prosper sports have not slowed down.
Zane J. Hungary is in studio with this week's Game Time.
Thanks, Isabel. Starting on the field, our girls soccer team played 2 matches last weekend, winning 1-0 against Round Rock and 2-0 against Piper, both at the Governor's Cup at Georgetown. However, our boys' matches at Keller Central were canceled due to weather. But both teams have games against McKinney Boyd later today at 7:30, with boys playing home and girls away. Good luck to our Eagle soccer teams. Moving to the mat, our Prosper Wrestling has 2 tournaments upcoming, with our boys wrestling at the Oklahoma tournament in Sapulpa right now. Now, while the boys are in Oklahoma, our girls wrestling has state duels tomorrow. Good luck to our wrestling teams. Moving to the court, our girls basketball team absolutely dominated against McKinney Boyd, 66-54, and beating Plano East, winning 56-44, which means that our girls basketball team has won 10 out of 11 matches, only losing to Princeton back in December. Now on to our boys basketball. The boys had a close game against McKinney Boyd, but lost 64-71. The day after, our boys basketball played against Plano East and unfortunately lost 54-74. But tonight, both basketball teams play against our own crosstown rival, Rock Hill. Good luck to our Eagle basketball teams. And staying in the realm of Prosper basketball, our Eagles have been working hard this season as they have shown some serious growth. But there is one player on the team that is making this growth possible. Bratton Swick takes us into the story of how this team is finding success.
Here at Prosper, many of our sports excel and stand at the top of the rankings. But after the boys basketball team ended their season last year with a 12-21 record, this team knew something needed to change.
Tough sledding a little bit. We had a lot of guys that had never played varsity basketball. We actually, outside of a kid that had transferred in from Frisco Heritage, Jaden Shields, we didn't really have any varsity experience. Our guys handled it really well last year. We went through it was a tough roller coaster ride.
And Jaden would soon help Coach Imes because with many of the seniors graduating from last year, Coach Imes knew that he needed a new leader to help his team.
One thing that I think that Jaden has really grown into is a leadership role. Like, I think our guys look to him. I ask him questions about things that I'm curious, like, do you think this works? Do you like this? I talk to him about scheduling and how we practice and things like that.
Just probably stepping into the leadership role from being younger on an older team. A lot of people, they might think the older people need to be the leader, but I kind of feel like I've stepped into that role of being a leader and, knowing people will watch out for me.
And with Coach Imes pushing both Jaden and his team to play their very best, they've shown a lot of success this year with beating teams like the nationally ranked Plano East Panthers and Allen, putting up a great fight against them, who's ranked first in the state right now. And there's no doubt that this team is a huge powerhouse in the world of Texas high school basketball.
District championship is always number one. Like, that's what we want to be about. We want to win district championships. And then I think we have the capability of making a deep run in the playoffs. Anything can happen. I've seen teams make unbelievable runs. And this team and this group is capable of that if they continue to get better every day.
And with recent setbacks and injuries preventing Jaden from finishing out his season, he's choosing to not let this stop him from making a difference in his team.
Obviously I can't play, but just point out stuff that I see. Just like being almost like a third, fourth coach out there. All I've kind of known since I've grown up was basketball.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Bradson Swick.
The Eagles are currently 18 and 16 right now, ranking 33rd in the state.
Tonight they play our crosstown rivals Rock Hill at their home court, so make sure to show up for your Eagles.
That's all we have for you today, Eagle Nation. Thank you for letting us tell your stories. Once again, I'm Imogen Perez.
And I'm Isabel Molter. Enjoy the 3-day weekend and
go Eagles.
Eagles.